Let's see what happens.
It says 3 are waiting already.
Okay. Hello, hello, internet world. Are you there? 6 viewers. Got some people tuned in already.
There we are.
Hey, people. Hey, if you can hear us, you guys should comment in. You should have a right side option to go ahead and comment in. Good evening, friends. We can't see you, but we know that you guys are there, lurking.
It is.
Kirk! Oh, it's Landon! Hi, Landon.
Whoop, whoop.
Landon's the first to comment. Let's see if I can get this screen to come over here. How do I do that? Pop out chat. Watch this. Look at this. I can drag this right here. Move this over here. We're going.
It's happening.
Hey, Landon. Landon, you're the first one, man. You're the champion. He's the winner. I'm actually going to go this back over here. Check 1, 2. Oh, yeah, it's longer than it was before. It's like a 20-second delay. Hey, now they're coming in here. Madison's there. Hi, Madison. What's up, Nick?
Nice.
Nick is on. Nick, is your brother Drew on too? Hello, Drew, if you're there, if you can hear us.
In 20 seconds.
Landon loves the setup. You like our studio here? Our big fancy studio. This is our bacteria barricade. We'll talk more about this later on. This way we can't give germs to Lindsay. We can try to save her life. In case we have the coronavirus, we don't want it to go over there. So this goes all the way back pretty far. Our plastic wrap. Hey, Lindsay's on. Hi, Lindsay. Nick says his brother should be there. So Landon, the one that says Lindsay's, that's going to be from Lindsay. The one that says Highpoint is going to be the one that's going to be from me. I have the Highpoint fingers tonight for commenting. Zora, you want to say something?
Hi everybody.
That's a good thing to say. Being friendly. Uh-oh, coronavirus. It's coming back. So guys, what's going on? Why don't you guys comment in? What did you do today? On this Tuesday? What was the highlight? What was amazing about today? Wait for like 20 minutes for the light's gonna be annoying. My patience might run out.
That is, yeah.
Slept. Casey slept. Levi built a recycle robot?
Rocket.
Rockets. Okay, rocket. Recycled rocket?
Yeah, out of recycled materials.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Nice. I want to see this rocket.
Watching.
I've got a ways to go.
It's gonna happen.
I
get to 40. And bring it on.
Yeah, we're going. So as you can see them, they're typing in here. They can see us right now. So they're typing in here things that they want to say to us. We can read it. It's kind of fun. And then we can type back. You can say hi. You can read their stuff. And then we can respond to them. AJ Zock's trying to find the channel. Let me help him here.
Guys, tell your friends. Text your friends. Tell them how to do this. Do it.
There we go. Well, guys, we'll say it again often as we go through the evening, but just to let you know, if you listen to what Lindsay just said, and if you text your buddies, and if we get at least 40 people logged in and viewing, then Lindsay and I will partake in eating the habanero, super spicy pepper, and I think Lindsay's going to do a lot better than I will do because candy canes are spicy to me. Tic Tacs are spicy to me. So, but at the very end of this live stream, we will eat these if we have at least 40 people logged on. But if we have 39, we're not eating them. I'm going to go home and my mouth will be happy. So text your buddies if you want to see us suffer. If not, then it is what it is. Who else do we have here? We have...
Look at Landon's comment. Hi Zora, tell Reese I said hi.
That's funny.
I will say hi, Landon.
That is funny. You'll pass it on. Oh, Rick Briggs is going to help us burn our mouths. He's going to log on with every device he can find. Got to inflate those numbers. Hi, Olivia.
Avery.
Hi, Olivia. Avery's in the house. What's up, Avery? Ellison Rice. What's up, Ellison? Thanks for tuning in.
AJ.
We miss you too.
William.
AJ found the right buttons.
Zoc Bros.
Nice. The bros are here. This is good. We got a party. You guys are on time too. Bonus points for being on time. That's how we roll. So it's working. So where's the counter? Can you see the counter then? For how many people are logged in?
It says 23.
Okay. Oh, 23. To get 40.
The Jake with kids.
Hey, Brian.
And Brian.
Hi, Elle.
And the Bergmans.
Hi, Alexis. Thanks for tuning in. So for those of you who just tuned in, this is our bacteria barrier. That way we can't get our germs onto Miss Lindsay and give her the coronavirus if we have the coronavirus. We're trying to keep her alive. So guys, thanks for tuning in. This is our first official live stream. We did a couple weeks ago. It was kind of a fake live stream. This is actual real live. So yeah, this barrier goes back. And this is Zora. A lot of you guys know Zora.
Hi, everyone.
And you guys know Lindsay. And my name is Mark, if you have no idea what's going on right now. And if you just tuned in. So we'll kind of just keep repeating ourselves because some people will tune in a little bit late. Somebody, wait, who's here? The Lee family. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Hi, Morgan.
Whoop.
In his house.
His house.
His house. Rick Briggs is 23 years old today. Oh man. What? What does that mean? Rick, we're not tracking with you, buddy. But I do love you. The box spring, I'm not sure.
Oh, this.
Oh, the frame. No, this is left over from our Grace is Greater series. Pastor Tim had this as a frame. I just found it in our sanctuary today, sitting back behind the sanctuary in some closet. I thought, hey, I don't have to build something. Recycle, reuse. Hi, Jim. What's up, Jim? Jim's tuning in. How does Mark get to the door? Ellison, that's a good question. I can tell Lindsay to leave first. Make sure she's like 50 feet away. I can roll the plastic back, and then Zora and I can escape through onto the other side. That's a good question, though. Or we can use the window. It might be easier just to go through the window. Hoy, says Avery. You got kicked out, Nick? That's weird. I don't know. Oh, 23 views. That's right.
28 now.
Uh-oh. So you guys, hey, if you just tuned in, you guys, thanks for joining us on our first live stream. If we have 40 people logged in, not 39, at least 40 people, then Lindsay and I will, at the very end, we will eat a habanero pepper, and you will see smoke come out of our mouths. And you guys, if you just tuned in, candy canes are super spicy for me. Tic Tacs are super spicy. So you will see some suffrage if this happens. So you got to text your buddies, let them know what's going on, make sure they're on as well, and then you can be very entertained at the end of the night tonight. Can you see our messages? Nick, we can see your messages, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Andre's in, and Manny. Hi, guys. Is that James and Chase? The Sittons are in as well. Hi, guys. Man, I miss all these people. Just say your names. I'm just like, man, I have to remember these names. It's going to be so long. I have to we'll have to do a lot of name tags next time when we come back in. But I see the names and I miss you guys. Hey, Jake and Isaac are on. What's up, Owings boys?
And John.
John's there too. Nice.
Oh, I miss everybody so much.
I do too. This is cool. Well, guys, we are live in my office up at Church on the Hill, and this is my zone, and probably will be our studio for the next live streams that we do. We'll be coming at you live from here with our bacteria barrier. That way we cannot contaminate Lindsay with the unknown coronavirus that we might have on us. But guys, thanks for tuning in. And if you just tuned in, if we get to 40 people...
We're at 35.
We're at 35? Okay, I need to stop promoting it then. Never mind, guys. Never mind. My mouth is already getting a little bit nervous. Oh, wow. You're welcome for the shout-out, Sittin' Boys.
Also, Hannah Hermansdorfer in 6th grade is watching, but she can't type in.
Oh.
So she's texting, but she wants us to know that she is live.
The Rice family is very excited to watch us suffer. You guys, comment now. Have you ever eaten one of these before? I did some YouTube videos last night to see some reactions, and I think everybody's over-exaggerating how spicy these things are. There were some Air Force guys that were all tough and eating like 6. And
like, are we biting it all the way to the tip?
Okay, so
halfway?
I don't know. I was thinking of honestly, Lindsay, if we have a lot, like if there's more than 50, I'm putting this whole thing in my mouth without the stem. I'm going for it. If it's like at 40, then I'll stick a giant chunk out of it.
Okay.
And go from there.
Alright.
You guys have to earn it though.
I hope it's 59 or 60. Me too.
Avery's coughing. Keep that in your trailer, Avery. Don't cough on us.
Is here. And Jesse is here.
Kessie? Oh, Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse's here.
Claire is watching, but she can't type either.
Hi, Claire. The ballerina. Is it the ballerina Claire or a different Claire?
Yes, ballerina Claire.
Ballerina Claire. There's somebody said they're gross. So gross. What do you mean by gross? Like, I thought these things were super spicy. Do you mean like gross as in nasty and like not edible, or
Jake said he ate one in 7th grade. I want him to tell us about that experience. Was it hot? Then again, Jake can handle a lot of things, so I don't know.
All right. Somebody says try a ghost pepper. Habaneros are nothing. We'll see about that. The day you went to Tadmore, you downed a habanero pepper. That's a good start to your camp experience. Olivia's here. Cool. Well, you guys, we got a lot of people tuning in. This is great. You guys, thanks for tuning in to our first official live stream. A couple weeks ago, we did a canned fake one. Obviously, this one we just want to do low quality, but we want to interact with you guys. So make sure to comment through the whole evening. And we can make this as long as we want. We can make this as short as we want. We want to respond to your comments and interact with you guys. And so thanks for tuning in. You guys, this is our bacteria barrier. Just to let you know. So no emails from parents like, wait, you're not social distancing. You're in the same room with another person. We are trying to the best of our ability. What do you have?
We are at 40.
We're at 40? No! Oh, man. Okay. Somebody got it already. Okay, so it's official. So if you stay tuned through our whole broadcast tonight, we will eat these.
At the end.
At the very end, we will eat these.
You gotta wait for it.
And tears will be shed. And for whoever said that these things are nothing, that ghost peppers are everything, well, again, if you didn't hear me, candy canes are spicy to me. And so are Tic Tacs. So this might...
I don't even understand.
I don't either. This might burn a little bit. Yeah, we're at 40. Everybody's rubbing it in.
Yeah,
so you guys did it. Yeah, they're all pumped. Andre texted people to tune in. Well, guys, hey, we're going to get started because it's time to rock and roll. We do have some stuff planned for you tonight other than just sitting here and going back and forth with you guys. We will be checking the comments as we roll. And if you see Highpoint respond, that's me typing back. If you see Lindsay respond, that's actually Lindsay typing back to you guys. But we're going to start things off in a cool way because it's fun to start off the youth group with something dynamic. So we actually have some magic tricks for you guys. So who's ready for a magic trick? I'm ready too. So we have the magician. Her name is Zora. She came here from Eastern Europe tonight. She came in a box. I opened the box today and she came out of the box. So are you ready for your magic trick?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you get up front so they can see it. Get nice and close.
Okay, so guys, this is my block. And I'm just sort of tired. I feel like I want to go to sleep.
Where'd the block go?
Where's the block? Oh, there's no needle, I guess. Okay, sorry, it's just a block.
That was amazing. How did you do that? You don't tell them. Don't give it away.
That was so good.
That is really cool.
I was like, where's the block? Where did it go? She took a nap and it disappeared.
That was pretty crazy. Alright. I'm going to try to do a magic trick as well. I'm not a magician. I'm learning from Zora because she's the master. But, here we go. Okay, see this match? Now watch this. Now, you see this? Look at my hands there. Watch this. Whoa. I'll try it again. You ready? Hold on. Did you guys see that? What do you guys think of that? Comment below, you guys.
Who knew? Mark was from the family of magicians.
Zora taught me everything I know. It's crazy. Craziness. We want to hear from you guys. Was that amazing? People are applauding. Landon says gross.
I don't understand.
Oh, and Jake might have figured it out.
No.
I don't know about that.
Wait, how many people are there now?
There's a lot of people on right now.
How many people are there?
There's a lot of people tuning in. So you guys, yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit why that ties into tonight, a little bit later on, with reactions and how things amaze us and capture our attention. That's going to be something we're going to get into. But you guys, hey, do me a favor, get your fingers ready. I know some of you can't maybe comment on here, but you can even text in to Lindsay if you have her number. You can text me as well if you can't comment right now. So we have a trivia for you guys. I'm going to go through some trivia questions. So make sure to type in fast as you can. So the first thing, this is a tough question. Question number 1 is, what is your name? What is your name? If you have to ask your parents, then we have a lot of things we need to work on. But what is your name? Type that in so we can see who you are. Because some of these avatars, is that what they're called? The thing for your thingy? Your thingy. We don't know what your thingy says. It doesn't say your name sometimes.
Your username.
Your username.
Isn't necessarily your name.
Yeah. Your user ID is not your name. So type that in. When you guys are done with that, What are our 3 names? So what are our names here? This is a big test for you guys. Who's the young lady over here? Who's the super young lady here? And who's this old guy over here? See if you can get our names. Because we want to make sure we know who we're talking to. We want to make sure you know who you're talking to and typing to.
Diacle?
Is that from Blake?
Like, that is not your name.
Hi, Blake. Sleeve. I should call you Sleeve.
Avery?
Hey, that's funny. Avery.
Avery.
Avery Harris. That's too funny. Avery, your name is not Lindsay.
Oh
yes, that is our name.
Nailed it. First one.
Avery's rocking it. You guys are good. Okay, next question.
Nice spelling of my name.
You guys, what is the name of our brand new series that we're in right now? This is week number 2 of a new series. What is the name of the series that we're in right now? Who's going to get that?
Who's gonna do it?
And there's a very easy way to cheat if they just look at the screen. If the lighting is okay. And see what you guys got.
You guys are so smart.
How many do you have for total count for views? How many people are logged in?
I see 44 right now.
44.
But they said it broke 50
number.
at one point, so...
Numbers are right. You can use it anytime you want, okay? You can grab anyone you want to. Just grab it and screw it.
Avery, once again, coming in clutch with the first answer.
Nice. Avery's on it. You got fast fingers.
Tall guy, Mini Maryland, the lady English. Nice.
Who's that? Oh, that's Morgan or Nathan. Or it could be Rich.
Could be Rich.
Probably Rich.
It sounds very Richard-like.
That is. Yes.
Utterly removed.
Good, you guys. All right, the next one is what was the name of this series that we stopped because of the quarantine? We were like a couple weeks into a really good series I was super excited about, and then boom, the world had a pandemic and we had to change and everything changed. So what was the name of that series? If you guys are paying attention, go for it. I want to hear from you guys. Perfect. It
is Rich. What's Richard?
It is Rich. Rich is dominating the chat for his kids youth group thingy.
It was Brooke.
Hey! Who's the first one?
Brooke. Need to read, love to read. I'm pretty sure that's Brooke.
Is that Brooke?
I think Brooke Ashton. She said Brooke earlier. I think.
Nice.
Look at all of y'all!
Wow, you guys are on it.
You guys are the smartest teenagers in the world.
You guys are paying attention. Sometimes I wonder, but I don't right now. Good. You guys, the next one. What does Lindsay hate? There might be a lot of different answers. What does she hate?
Few.
What are some things that Lindsay hates?
So true, Zora, thank you so much.
Are you loving your job? This is the best job ever, right? So hold up signs randomly. What does Lindsay hate? What do we got? No at 91. Yeah, that happened during the quarantine. Birds! Avery! Wow. Avery, are you like getting a non-delayed feed?
She's quick!
Avery.
That's my girl!
Just rocking it. Satan was not the theme, Blake, but that's a good guess.
That is a good one. I do
or
hate
not the theme.
Satan.
What are we on? We're on Lindsay's.
I do hate Satan. I don't hate Chase. I don't know why you would say me. That's just not true. I also do not care for hugs. That is accurate, L.
Nice. Satan's on there a couple
Windows.
times. There's nothing.
Who are you, that one goose?
Nothing more scary and horrifying than a window. That one goose, I don't know. Good.
Avery must have the trick.
Avery's just dominating tonight. Okay, next question. What does Zora love? What is something that Zora loves? She has a long list of things that she loves. What does Zora absolutely love? You can tell us once the comment and I'll say, hey, you can share what it is. Avery has a non-delayed feed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But how?
Maybe she's like has connections with the CIA.
What do I like?
My feed is delayed. I think they're all delayed.
Her dad. Hey, Avery's getting bonus points.
That is a good one.
Yes, I do love.
Owings.
Cute.
Aw. Windows computers. What's with this?
Who are you?
I love computers.
Who is the one goose?
Who are you?
Mark, her mom,
Nancy.
LeBron James.
I think she loves Jesus.
Do you love LeBron James?
I have no idea who that is.
You don't have to know who that is. He's the guy who throws a ball. It rings up in the air. That's all he does.
Oh, cool.
He gets paid way too much money.
God,
Dancing.
and her family.
This is good.
Potatoes.
Potatoes, Landon. I don't know. Zora, do you like potatoes? What are some things that you love? Tell us some things that you love.
I love horses.
No one was accurate.
I love horses.
That's the only thing you love out of all the things in the world?
Reading.
You're really good at reading.
Math.
You're really good at math too. That's true. That's good. So potatoes, nope. Sorry guys. Ice cream, definitely. Brown.
Yes, I love ice
Do you like brown rice? That's from Blake. Brown rice? I think
Nope.
so. Sorry, Blake.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe
Rest,
Bean.
rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
So-
Nice. Alright, next one. What is the oldest thing in the room with you now? So look around the room. What is the oldest thing? Not just person, but thing, like possession, something that was made. What is the oldest thing you have in the room? We want to hear from you guys.
Also, someone did guess horses.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So nice.
Who was that?
It was Allison, but it looks like Olivia said she said it too.
Chicken nuggets?
No.
Oldest thing.
The room? Avery, your room is the oldest thing? My mom?
The Bible, Alexis. Nice.
Rich Lee? You're not 47, Rich Lee. You're not a day over 25, man. You are not 47. The paint in your trailer? Could be.
Adams.
Whoa. Avery, you're getting super deep here.
An old
Molecules.
bag of chips? That's so interesting that you would have an old bag of chips in the room.
A hat from my
How
grandpa.
old?
The sentence might be outside. Well, whatever you see outside, that's the oldest thing next to you. Christina Jacob could be. Wow. Some of you guys have some old stuff. You guys, hey, here's the next question. We just have a few more of these and we'll get rolling. You guys, who's the first one to come in? What does this stand for when it comes to Christianity? Boop. 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 Who's going to be first? What does it stand for? The Who's it going to be? Is water old? I guess water could age. Yeah.
I don't know. How does water work?
That's a good question.
Where does it come from?
Maybe Landon can answer that one. Maybe Avery has that one. Oh, Avery! What?
Oh my goodness!
Avery Harris! Are you like in the hallway over here listening? Death? You're close though, Avery.
Oh, Claire just got it.
What did Claire say?
Death, burial, and resurrection.
That's what we're looking for. Death,
Landon got it too.
burial, and resurrection. It's pretty much the gospel in an arm swing. It's very gangster, but like a Jesus gangster. Death, burial, resurrection. Everything that we're about, why we exist, is because of those three components. Good, you guys. Landon took his off. You guys are on it. Hey, do a couple more. You guys, ask a parent or a sibling what has been your favorite meme so far during the quarantine. So ask a parent or a sibling, ask them what has been a favorite meme that they have seen. There's been some memes that are absolutely out of control. I'll share a few ones that I've loved, but I want to hear from you guys. I know it's not the the picture, but you can kind of type it, and we'll do our laugh sign if it's funny.
I think my dad is very tall.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall. I feel taller tonight. This stool is very tall. Poor Lindsay's
I'm like shrinking.
squatting. Shrek? Sounds like there's a jet engine in there.
It's your fan.
Oh, on the computer?
Yeah.
Oh, it's picking that up?
I heard it earlier too.
Yeah, it's funny. It's got a sensitive microphone. The Kung Flu song. First hug after quarantine. There's a lot of those for that. I don't know any Eames. Can't say that here.
Like all things from China, this virus won't let
Oh, Madison. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Baby Flash falling. Jack Black dancing.
The first person to ever get... That's horrible.
Achoo. Atlanta, that's pretty funny.
What?
Kate Brown cut her bangs.
Oh, I did see that one too. They're all wonky.
Our governor. She did a quarantine cut. Shrek. Well, hey guys, I'm going to show you some of mine that I've loved. There's a lot, but I just printed off a few. Just to show you guys some of these. I love these. You see what that is? AirPods. Hand sanitizer. Love it. For my Chuck Norris fans. Yeah. You know it. I had to explain who Chuck Norris is to Zora. I haven't been very good at fathering my children. This one is it's pretty much a sermon. Preach that. I have one more. I like this one too. It's a fun one. He's a smart thinker. Smart thinker. Let's see, you guys have Baby Yoda sipping soup. Jake. Out of all the stupid things I've done in high school, if I die from touching my face, I'm going to be peeved.
Upset.
Yeah, that's funny. Love me some Chuck Norris. This is good. Well, you guys, hey, just do, what do I have time for? We got time for one more. Let's see, let's do 2 more questions for you guys, then we'll roll on to something else. You guys, who watched our YouTube video that came out on Monday for this week? Who watched the YouTube video? And let us know. And if you did, why was a hose spraying all over the place? What did that signify? What did that stand for? Why was that happening? Why did Sadie get sprayed and roll through the grass and scream? It's funny. Who's going to be first? Elon Musk.
Numbers are going down.
Uh-oh. Let's be more animated. Pepper's coming, people. Yeah. Your whole family did. Nice. Did I know that Tom Hanks was quarantined in Australia? I did. I thought he'd be back by now, though. That was a long time ago.
I think he's over it.
Is he over it?
I think so.
Poor Sadie. Spraying everybody with God's love?
Not really.
That wasn't the main point. Good try though, Landon. It's close. So if you remember the theme for this week, that'll help. Out of our 6 pillars. So need to read, is that Brooke? Need to read? Love to read? Is that Brooke Ashton? So Brooke, if that's you, you are on. You're close. The hose was spraying the idols. So Alexis, yeah, you're pretty much on. So we'll talk more about that later on with that flow of God has designed us to always be worshiping. So there's always a flow, and we can't turn it off. It's just we can only control where we aim it. So for some of you, it might be image, it might be things, popularity, money. And so how we need to aim that praise and that worship back to God. That was the main point of the video. Got some more comments coming in. The chance to spray people. I think that's it for my little trivia stuff.
Announcements. Right? Yeah, we don't have a lot. But for one, we had a family scavenger hunt part 2 this last weekend. And out of so many of you, only one family did it. So that family is the winner! And it's Olivia Bennett and her family. Congratulations. I will get y'all a really sweet prize and bring it to your doorstep at some time in the near future. So I love the videos and photos of what your family did, and it just looked like so much fun. The rest of y'all missed out. Other announcements are Tadmore is still a go, as far as we know, as is Move. Woohoo! So if you haven't signed up for either of those, get on that, because spots are filling up, and should still be good and awesome and good to go by then. So get signed up, because it's going to be so much fun, and y'all know you're really going to need it and want it at that point.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
do it. If you continue to comment throughout, we will be giving away some prizes at the end to some of y'all with fast fingers. So pay attention. And we have some Dutch Bros cards that we would like to give to you. I will have to drop those off or mail them as well. But yes, so keep paying attention, get your fingers ready, and yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I really think that Tadmore could explode this year as far as signups, because everyone's going crazy. I was telling Lindsay too, or somebody, but I think all the parents of all the atheist parents that just want their kids to go do something will sign their kids up for Tadmore and possibly for Move. So make sure to sign up quick, because this could be the big one. I don't know if I told you guys either, but Tadmore 6 months ago, they got their theme out for Tadmore Summer of 2020, and the theme is The Cure. The Cure. They had no idea about this global pandemic, and that's something that maybe God orchestrated, because sometimes He does stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. So Brooke, we can get you a different prize. Don't worry about Dutch Bros. We'll find a non-sugar. We'll find a way. Don't you worry, guys. Well, you guys, we're going to keep reading your comments. We are in episode number 2. This is week 2 of our new series. Zoe, you want to get the series signed for us? And the reason behind this is because, or why we're calling it Utterly Removed, is because we're now in the season where we can't be with you guys. We can't spoon feed you spiritually. We can't hang out. And just really want to make sure that you guys can be self-fed spiritually on your own. So we're giving you 6 disciplines, 6 spiritual disciplines we want to give you guys to walk through and understand. Like, this is just how you live as a Christ follower. And last week we started off, Lindsay led us well with meditate on God's Word. And she gave you a good challenge for Psalm, I think it was Psalm 1. And then this week is worship. And I just feel like so many Christians have no idea what worship is, and there's all these misunderstandings behind it. And we could spend 3 hours talking about this. I know Lindsay has a heart. She's a big-time worshiper, not just on the stage, off the stage as well, which is important. So Lindsay's going to kind of talk about what worship means to her and what God has laid on her heart, and you guys can comment and sit back and listen as well.
Yeah, so I love worship. The most popular or known form of worship that we can think of is worshiping through song, and I love worshiping through song. It's a gift that God has given me to even be able to lead in that, and I love it on and off the stage. I love worship, and I love worshiping through song. But worship can be so much more than singing. It's an expression of our heart's desire to offer something to God. Well, it's an expression of our heart's desire to offer something to the thing we love most. So, real quick, Mark, There's a story you told me yesterday. Can you just share that with us?
Yeah, so when we lived in Chicago, we lived about 2 blocks. Our senior year in college, we lived 2 blocks away from Wrigley Stadium, so where the Cubs play baseball. And so I was coming back one evening from something, I think I was working in town. I got off the elevated train, and I went down under. I remember I had my backpack. I was walking by the stadium, walking by this giant wall of Wrigley Stadium, and everybody just started screaming. There's this massive roar, just like exploded through the neighborhoods. I remember stopping with my backpack. I remember looking up this giant green wall, and like I had so much curiosity over what just happened inside the stadium, because it wasn't like a typical home run. It's kind of like it's a slow build up, and then the people cheer for a long time. It's like this abrupt, quick roar from the people, and then whoop, silence. And so I was like just full of curiosity, like, okay, what is going on inside the stadium? I just wanted to know, and I thought, man, there's just so many parallels with that with the church today. Like when we gather and when we worship, is it captivating to people? Or our life that we live, do people turn their heads and look at us and be like, wow, this guy is different, or this girl is different, they're set apart. And so yeah, I'll never forget that moment, because it really just kind of made me rethink how we do church, and are we contagious in what we're doing, and is it kind of getting people to have a curiosity for the noise that we're making.
Yeah, so that story is so interesting to me too, because these people were responding, this mass people, so many people were responding to something they felt on the inside and allowing it to be heard on the outside. And it was a mighty roar. It was a reaction from thousands of people, and it was an expression of joy and of like love that they were offering up to this baseball team that they loved, right? And so I have a hard time imagining, and it's sad that it's a hard time imagining, but if noises like that came from God's people worshiping Him. Now I know right now in quarantine that's kind of hard to imagine, because we're not allowed to be in big groups of people. And I get that it happens sometimes, because there are big groups of God's people that come together and they worship together. But is it as often, is it as loud as these other things? Like when we do come back into real world, is that the sound that comes from our church on a Sunday morning? Because God's people are just going hard in worship. I hope so. I hope if someone were to walk past, they would hear us. But like on Tuesday and Wednesday nights when we do youth group, if someone were to walk by the Foundry, would they hear a bunch of teenagers just worshiping Jesus with all they have? I don't know. Right now in quarantine, is there a noise of praise and worship coming from your house or from your bedroom? Are you taking the time to worship Jesus on your own? We have a tendency to want to be as loud, to be super loud as we cheer on our favorite sports teams, or when we greet our friends, or when something really awesome happens. Like, it's easy to get loud and excited about those things. But what is your reaction when you think about God? What's your reaction when you realize what Jesus did for you on the cross? And not just one time, but every time you realize what Jesus did for you on the cross. Or when you see the ways that God is working even today, right now. What's your reaction to that? Our reaction in our worship, it says a lot about our hearts. In Matthew 6:21, it says, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." So is your treasure in sports, whether it's the ones you watch or the ones you play? Is your treasure in video games? Or is it in your own abilities and your talents? Is your treasure in other people, like your family or your friends, or your boyfriend or girlfriend? Is that where your treasure is, or is your treasure truly in our Creator? Is He truly your treasure? We were made to worship, like Marilyn said in the video. We are all worshipers, worshiping something. It's just in us. That's how we were created. We were created to be worshipers. But God doesn't force Himself on us. He doesn't force Himself to be the subject of our worship. He allows us to choose to give Him our worship. Because ultimately, if we were to be our best selves, then as people created to worship, our worship would be directed towards our Creator. we would offer up a sacrifice of praise. And yes, it is a sacrifice because it's a choice to give all of us to God. We must choose to be different, to be bold, to stand out, to be loud about our faith. Our reaction to God and what He's doing and what He's done for us should be an uproar. It should be loud. It is not something we should be silent about. To make God our treasure and for our reaction to Him it should be a sweet offering of worship. Through song, through prayer, or through the way that we live. Here's the thing, friends. I've realized that I can't make you want it. I don't wish, but I want it so badly for you, for everyone that I meet, that I realize I can't make you want it. But I believe in you, and I believe what God wants to do in and through you. So as much as I can't make you want it, I can pray against the enemy's attempts to keep it from you. Because that is what he does. The enemy tries to steal, kill, and destroy. And if we were made to worship, it is our worship that he's going to try to attack the hardest. He loves when we feel awkward or timid in our worship, and yet confident and passionate in our worship of other things. Like when our worship to God is like, this is awkward and I'm just going to be quiet. But then when it's like, yeah, go! I don't know sports teams. Seahawks, woo! Like the devil loves that because he wants to steal our worship from us. And so I will forever pray against the enemy's work in your life as he tries to steal your worship. And so I'm going to pray that right now, and then we are going to worship together. God, I thank you for who you are, and I just pray against the assignment of the enemy as he sets out. He tries to steal our worship. But we were created to worship. We were made to worship, and we want to worship you, our Creator. And so I pray against the enemy's attempt in any way to try to take that from us, to steal it, to distract us, to make us tempted to worship other things when our heart should be to worship you, and our reaction towards you should be joy, and it should be loud, and it should be full of faith, and it should be firmly planted in truth. God, that's what we want our reaction to be, because what you did for us on the cross through Jesus is something we should cheer about. God, we just thank you for what you've done for us, and we give you our worship. Amen. So I'm actually going to copy and paste the lyrics into the chat so you guys can kind of follow along, because I'm going to do a mashup of parts of 3 songs, and they're a little bit older. I think you guys might know them, some of them, but they're older, but I think that they're really sweet, and the lyrics in it are exactly kind of what we're talking about right now. So, and they are pasting really weird, so hold on. Let's try this small chunks at a time. Let's try that. In a second.
A lot of amens. This is cool. Good responses from you guys. Brooke wants to sing it out. She's ready.
Sorry that it's pasting weird. Hopefully you don't even need them. We'll see. Oh, they're coming on.
There we go. You look good here.
I'm Sweet, guys. Thanks for singing. I'm assuming you did. Our God is worthy of our worship, even when it feels uncomfortable or we're alone in our bedrooms singing to a screen, or from our living rooms on a Sunday morning, or when we wake up, when we go to bed. He's always worthy of any worship we have to give. You don't have to be a good singer, because it's not about you. It's about God. It's about our heart posture. So thanks for doing that. Now I forgot to give you a heads up, but we want to pray for you. And so if you have any prayer requests in this season, please type them in the comments so that the three of us can spend a little time in prayer over you and whatever is weighing on your heart. So please type that in the comments so that we can have a little time of prayer before we get to the pepper.
To the pepper. The pepper is last. So guys, type them in. And then next is a habanero. But we do want to pray for you guys. And even Zora's ready to pray too.
Yeah.
She's going to get her prayer on, which should be great.
It's so true.
Richly. May God be with your voice after you eat the habanero. Yes, Brooke, I do know. Thanks for sharing
Do you know what?
what she typed here. For COVID-19 to be done, amen. Landon, for your grandma not to get the coronavirus. You can definitely pray for that. Who is JMO Bennett? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, that's Olivia.
Olivia, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Her time with anxiety.
Wait, what's wrong with her?
Yeah, let's do some of these. Hey, Zora, I just want to hear for you, sweets.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, we're just reading these here. Give us a second. I'm going to make sure we cover these in prayer. Zora, do you want to pray for the people that have, like, older family members that they don't get the coronavirus? Can you pray for them as the coronavirus would just not actually come into their family? Would you want to pray for that? Okay, let me look at some other ones here, too. So, Zora, why don't you start, and then Lindsay, you just want to go off of what you read, and I'll just kind of cover in between.
Alexis, my girl, she got my back.
Fire Boaz. Yes. And Zora, after you pray for that, I have another thing you can pray for too. Not that she's lost him, but that she can find a husband. You want to pray for that? That'd be cool. You want to start us off praying for coronavirus? Hey guys, we're going to pray. We'll read some of these and Zora's going to kick us off, then we'll go from there.
Dear Jesus, please help Lindsay to find a husband, and please help her to find one that believes in Jesus. And thank you for all the families that please help all the families to not get the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
And please help with those two things to get better and better, and amen.
That's great. Thanks, sweets.
God, I pray for Avery and I'm trying to find Lilith. I'm sorry. Pray for Avery as she's feeling distant from her family. God, I pray that there would be connection. I pray that there would just be a restoration in whatever's caused the distance, but that you would just work in her entire family and bring them closer to each other and closer to you. God, I pray for Brooke and the Ashton family, and for her dad, God, that you would just do a new thing in his life in the most beautiful, redemptive, restorative, healing way in his life, but also in the life of their family. God, would you continue to work and move and do wonderful things. Pray for Olivia's dad, who's struggling with anxiety right now. God, I just pray that you would give him peace. Pray that you would comfort him. Pray that you would just make your presence known to him in a way that calms his anxiety. There's a lot going on right now that may make us feel anxious, and the enemy would love to use that to take us to a dark place. But God, we just pray that you would be a light, that we would cling on to you, cling on to hope, cling on to all that you offer us, and that you would do that especially in Olivia's dad's life, and free him from his anxiety.
Jesus, I just want to lift up all the dads out there. I think about all of our students that have, a lot of them have dads that have walked away from the family. And God, it breaks my heart. I can't imagine what it does to your heart to see all these men walk away. But God, you're a God that can restore, you can redeem. And so I ask that you have these dads that have walked away be convicted tonight. Have them look in a mirror and say, what am I doing? Have your Holy Spirit work in them. That way these dads can be turned into righteousness, that they can turn to things that are of you, that they can repent and have pride disappear. And just have these dads fall on their faces and have them realize that following you is the most important thing, but going back to family and restoring what's broken is up there as well. So God, just heal, restore, and we just, guys, look at this list. I just love these students. And Casey, you're encouraging, buddy. We miss you, and your buddy, your brother Brody as well. If he's listening, we love you guys. Just thank you for these students, Jesus. And I'm just pumped for the day we can hang out and worship and be loud like Wrigley Stadium and have the whole county turn and look and say, what is going on up on that hill by Hill Road? So God, we're pumped for this to be behind us. Help Jake and Isaac. It just, there's a lot of, with our students, a lot of family time, and just people can get on nerves, and there can be an edge. And God, give them peace, a peace that's supernatural from you. And have this time be a time of bonding, not of disunity in these families. Do you want to go again? You want to close this?
Yeah. God, for all the other things, for healing over bodies and protection over our bodies from the coronavirus, for anxiety as these students figure out online school and homeschooling, God, I just pray that you would ease their anxiety, that they would get in a rhythm and figure it out. And for any other prayer requests or anything going on in their lives or their families, God, we just pray that you would be with them. We just love you. We thank you for who you are, and we pray that you are pleased just with us and our worship, but that we would just give you more and more, because we want more and more of you, and I know you want more and more of us. So God, I just pray that we would continue to pour more of ourselves to you. God, we love you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Guess what time it is?
Pepper
It's pepper time. You guys earned this.
There are still 41.
Oh.
You guys kept it at a steady 40.
You guys earned this moment right here. I know you've been waiting for this. So, I've never done this before. Lindsay, have you had one of these before? I haven't either.
I just licked it.
You felt a burn?
No.
Well, you guys, hey, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like buttons, make sure to follow us on YouTube, do the challenges for this week. Next week are Zoom groups, and we will continue to do weird things on live stream. So here we go.
Wait, are we doing the whole thing? The whole thing? I don't want to. It already burns my tongue. It already stinks. Oh my gosh, it already stings.
Oh my gosh. That's bad.
Oh my god. Oh.
You have to swallow because I think it's going to burn your mouth. It's so bad. I'm sweating. Oh my goodness.
No! We need hot water.
It's so bad.
I can't.
It's so much worse than I thought it would be. It's so bad.
I'm not so bad for them.
Oh, burn.
It's so bad.
Oh.
I wish I was being dramatic, but I can't feel my tongue.
Ah, the lips burn.
I'm drooling. I have nowhere to let it go.
Oh. Yeah. It's so bad.
Oh, it hurts. My stomach is
You guys are worth it.
I have to set it napkin next time.
Oh my goodness. That's so bad. Oh. I'll never do that again. It's so much worse than I thought it would be.
Oh my gosh, this is my ears burn. I wish I had been dramatic.
Everything is on fire.
But I'm not. It's very real.
I think we're done. You guys, we love you this much. We love you this much. I'm going to end it. Bye, you guys. Ah. That is so bad.